Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect and indeed a new series. Today's beverage is a very nice apple and sour cherry soda, a highly carbonated beverage indeed. So welcome back to Prison Architect, and in a previous series we were making the inescapable facility, which was pretty much over-engineered from the very beginning to have as many security features as we could possibly cram in there. So things like perimeter walls, moats, bridges, we had automatic schedules for searching, lots of patrols, door servos, and like gaps so that contraband can't flow through, scanners. Basically, if there was a security feature in there, we've pretty much used it, and well, pretty much happy with the design. But we're going to take a bit of a different approach for this build, and obviously you've probably seen the title and the thumbnail. It's all going to focus on criminally insane and death row inmates exclusively on an island. So let's just go ahead and jump in, create a new prison, and in terms of the uniform, we're probably just going to go with default. Death row is black uniform, criminally insane white, so it is, yeah, black and white. Warden wise, we're probably going to go with Slugworth, so psychiatrist treatments are 20% more positive, chance of receiving a psychopathic criminally insane inmates are higher. Basically, we're going to go very much focus on rehabilitation in this series because we pretty much didn't do it at all in the last one. For doggos, we're going to go with all dogs, so we'll randomise them. World size will be medium, fund size will be up to 50,000 generic units of currency, plot type I'll come back to. We're not having gangs of dynamic reputations, fog of war is off, failure conditions is on, we'll generate some forests, we won't generate lakes or buildings. We're going to keep events off because of the subsidence thing that we can often get. I think we'll also maybe not bother with staff needs, perhaps, because we're probably going to be limited in terms of space. DLC settings, we're not going to have tropical fever or undead. We are going to put prisoner aging on. Gangs is disabled, as I mentioned. Weather intensity is off. Rats are off. The plot type will be an island plot. Dynamic reputations, those are interesting. I think we'll keep it off for now. Psych ward, we will turn that on, and we're not bothering with cleared for transfer. So do I want to change the uniform, actually? We could go with like desert uniforms. Maybe we've got future uniforms. The future ones do actually look quite good. No, we'll stick with default for now, and we'll click play. So, oh my good grief. So this is what the game has given us. Right, well, I was hoping for more of a connected plot, but you know what? We're going to run with it. We're going to stick with what it's given us. So over to our intake, and we're going to reduce this intake and turn that to closed. Criminally insane will bring to on, but it won't allow it until we've got some padded cells. Unpause the game. We're going to go over to... Actually, I think we can make this work. We're going to go over to... objects and dismantle, and I'm just going to dismantle all of these trees here because obviously we do have need to do that. Exports I'll put in here. Storage I'm just going to put in here, and let's see how we get on. Oh, actually there's also more of the ones up here as well, so dismantle, so we'll remove all of this. I am going to try and run with this design in mind. However, I'm not opposed to altering things when it comes to landscaping, but I definitely don't want to just go click and drag and make just a square island. So my original goal, and a lot of these designs, it's a very dynamic process. It's a fluid process. It's a chaotic one at times, but I have a rough design in mind normally, and my idea was to have helipads in the centre, and then basically a big square round for cell blocks, then another big square along that one, which is going to contain all of the ancillary buildings, so things like meeting rooms, gyms, chapels, parole, etc. Now that it's giving us this, I cannot do that. However, it does give me a couple of options. Firstly, we do need a staff-only area. What if we were to have this as a staff-only area? With the helipads, with reception, and then this then trailed down to the actual facility here, which this is going to be all of the criminally insane wing, which we can do, and then this one is death row. That just feels like it's, it could work that way. So let's see how we get on. Now, my original intention was to have a perimeter wall. Sorry, no, a cliff edge actually, all the way around. And I still probably want to do that. The problem is it's gonna be a bit of an issue to try and fit that in with this sort of size. What I'm gonna do is have cliff edges like so, and I'm gonna make it so it's as this is gonna like define the sort of edges of the facility. And I could do this, I guess, if I really wanted to. Yeah, why not? Why not? Because it looks terrible. Yeah, pretty much. No, we will run something like this, as I said, and then maybe along and across and then down like that one. Yeah. So this is going to be the cliff edge, and then we'll probably have a gap of 2 for the rest of it, and the rest of it's going to be sort of inside anywhere. I can't see what I'm doing, which means you probably can't see either. Let's continue on with putting in the cliff edges. We've not really used the cliff edges in Anger until the last series. We experimented with them when they first brought out, but it wasn't until the latest series where we decided to run them with a security feature, and they are very, very good in terms of security. I'm going to bring this along, and then maybe there, and then right across. I think so. I just can't really tell because of the lack of light. Illumination is not. It's very dark on these islands. Very lonely, solitary affair here. Along to there, and then up. And then this is the only one that will have cliff edges, I should point out. I'm not going to obviously put that in staff only. There is no reason for us to do that. It will increase security somewhat, but we really don't need it. And quite frankly, I can't be... After the last series, I can't really be bothered with making a massive security sort of area. Anyway, so... stuff is getting exported. Let me work on what's going to be the... staff-only area. So we're going to have, and I'm actually going to put them in now, objects, helipads, and there's one helipad there. It actually gives you one for free. Now, I'm just going to put it sort of in middling, click, there we go. I do want probably a couple more. I'm just going to double check the sizes of this one. I think it's a 5x5. It is a 7x7 actually. So we'll have 7x7 and 7x7. Do we need that many helipads? We really don't. I'm going to have another one just for the sake of having it, and then from there we're going to have maybe a gap around it of 2. Like I say, it's going to be a bit more. It's going to be a bit less planned than the last one. So we'll have that, and then this will come, like I said, down. Actually, what we'll do is we'll have a reception room here. So that can be a reception. Again, the sizing is almost arbitrary. I'm not concerned about the space, really. Then this comes down, like so. Yeah, something like that. Actually, I'd like a gap of 3 just for being a bit different. Why not? We'll probably increase the size of that room. Again, this is just a rough plan, you understand, and this can always change. And if it's going to come straight down into another building, maybe around here, which can be security, and this is where the cliff edges can be removed now, and we'll do maybe security room like that. That might be a potential weak spot, actually, but whatever. Door can go in there, either side, so you get access to all this. So, yeah, that's obviously a weak spot, but I'm going to try not to stress too much over that sort of thing. Actually, wait. Do I want to change that up? Do I want to have this... Do I want to have the corridor come down, along, and down, and then the buildings in it? Yeah, you know what I do? I actually want to remove that again. I'm going to go back over to the cliff edges, which is going to be fences for this one. And we'll start the buildings. I mean, this will come along, and then it'll go up, and this is going to be like the internal sort of building sizes here. So the cliff is going to be a lot more chaotic in terms of the layout. A lot more chaotic, I think. Whereas this one, like I say, will be a bit, a bit better. So we're going to have gaps like this, but at least we'll have all of these as like rooms. Just come along and then down again. And it'll look a lot more organic than other facilities. Come along and down, maybe. Yeah. And then just come along. And then this will define, well, this will be obviously the different rooms and such inside the facility. Do we want to go across from there? Yeah, we'll go across to there. Up a bit more. And then in, let's say, maintaining where possible a gap of 2. I'm not going to bother about that bit there. And then and like that. Okay, so that is the external part of it. Not looking forward to actually building it, but there you are. This will come along, let's say, gap of 3, and then in there. So that's where we have, let's say, cliff edges there. We're going to have to get across somehow. Could potentially have door there, door there, door there, door there. Probably a weak spot, but we're in now. We're in. We're in. So it's going to be a gap of 3, and comes along into the central area where I'm going to start placing some random rooms. So this could even be a kitchen of some kind. It's actually much too large for a kitchen. In fact, that is probably the ideal size for a kitchen. Maybe a little larger, maybe one larger. So the kitchen staff can come around and down into there. This can be, again, we'll have some rooms there. I'm not even going to designate a lot of these rooms. I don't think it's really necessary to do that. The things we need to designate are things like the actual cell blocks themselves. We'll need to do that, and all of the kitchen, canteen, the cells, solitary, padded rooms, and treatment rooms. The rest of it is just like, the extra bits. So coming down into here, let's see, we've got this main corridor, and then this is all internal. I like the idea of there being a security room here. Again, another sort of security feature on this one. Let's go with doors, and maybe a door into the main. This is going to be like the main cell block, which will have a gap of 1, 2, 3, and then I want to see how many cells I can fit in here in one big row, because these are going to be 3 by 2, standard size for cells, and say along like that, and we'll just work from that side. So it'll be, remove these, it'll be, yeah, the 3 by 2. So I'm just going to go off to padded here. Padded cells, it needs to be minimum size of 2 by 3, enclosed, indoors, bed with mattresses and all of that. Yeah, that's fine. So that's good. Let's go back to the walls here, and the capacity is actually going to be quite large, isn't it? Considering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually 5, 6. Remove that gap of 3 around, because I want to obviously have a way to get past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't think I'm going to get another set in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might just look out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we have done that. Okay, and I mean, I can always just alter the design to make it fit. So that's good. Okay, well, we have this sort of wasted space down the bottom. Not too sure what I'm going to do with that just yet, but let's keep on building. Actually, I'm going to have more cells in here. I think we can do that. And even continue on this side, or should we have, no, we should have that as some sort of room, like a chapel, maybe. Again, I'm not designating it specifically for anything. We can have a another room there, which is fine. Actually, what I'll do is I'll make that a little bit larger like that. And then this can shift a bit. 1, 2, 3. I think that's where we put in a room like so. Is it possible to do this? I mean, it is. It means that the cliff edges will have to shift. And we're not necessarily keeping 100% of that gap that we've mentioned, but it's fine. So if anything, that's actually worked out pretty well for a door there, a door there, kitchen, canteen. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 prisoners. Right, okay. I don't have any big issue with that. We can have another couple of rooms here. It is a 5 by... You know what, this could be treatment rooms, couldn't it? Do you want treatment rooms in here, maybe? What I'll do is I'll just, again, not mark it as anything very special. Just say, look, it's roughly going to be that. Doors there, doors there. Run along here. Doors there. Why not? Could have a door there. And maybe have a wall like that. No reason why we can't. Can we do that? We can. Will I be able to fit that in? No. That's actually a bit where we can't. So that's going to be fences. Third time's a charm, trying to click on that one. The walls can go along like that. You know, it's fine. So this bottom bit is the one that concerns me, although I'm tempted to have this as some sort of solitary. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just going to remove that. Although, again, it feels a bit of a waste to not have a room like that. What I'll do is this. And have some rooms in here. These could, like, be anything, really. I don't even need to sort of move them like they are. Okay, well, it is what it is there. Okay, we've got also these bits here. Again, we can have any amount of rooms in here. Can criminally insane inmates work in a workshop? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I'm doubting myself now. Well, that happens all the time. But, yeah, I'm wondering if they can. I'm really not sure. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. What I want to do is have more cells here. Like that. There's a gap of 2. No problem. Make it a bit bigger. Why a gap of 3, you ask? Because line tiles around and in the middle. Actually, good question. Why this gap? I think I just wanted contrasting pavement. So I could have, say, like, probably line tiles along here, either side. Or, as someone has suggested before, do something like this. Which I've not done before. Like, do it the opposite of what you may expect. Let's just see what that looks like. Over here, we've got another room for... I mean, I don't know what that could be. I have no idea what that could be. But I don't need to know. Not at this stage. I just need to be aware of the sizings. I'll wait until the sun comes up, but that just looks a bit weird. So, let's roughly state what we've got here, because it is a bit of a mess. We've got several cells, padded, obviously. We've got a kitchen, a canteen. We've got let's count them. A security room, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish rooms that are for whatever we need. Could be cinema, could be library, could be parole, lots of psychiatrist stuff, I think. What's that look like? It looks just a bit weird. What does it look like on corners? Because that's going to be the interesting part. Let's see what it's like on a corner. And yes, I'm very aware I'm spending time and effort on line tiles. Again. I quite like it. Let me know. Let me know. Right, okay. Back over to here then. So we got reception. What don't we have? Well, I want an area that's going to be like a central corridor that goes around, like this. And on the back of that, we're going to have maybe a staff room, something like that. We can have security, which I'll make a little bit larger for automation. We'll have armory. Actually, no, maybe one's kennel and one's armory, potentially. Along... no. Different... Slight change of plan. I just realised because of the sizings here, I might struggle with some of these. So these are going to be... offices. I do need offices. What am I looking for? Rooms. Office. 4x4. I thought. But when I made it 5, I was thinking, hang on a minute. Oh, we'll have it at 5x5. Why not? We'll have it as a 5x5. That can be part of that room. I'd probably split these actually, and do doors there and doors there maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't actually need the 6 because some of the people here will be in here. If this was just a bit larger... Oh, it's 4. So we could actually have all of these as psychiatrist's office and really go heavy on the treatment. That is interesting. I think we might do something like that. Anyway. Corridor. Along here. To death row. That I will plan. We need water and power and storage, don't we? So I can do that for objects 5x5, 5x5, and then water. Something like that, maybe. Put some doors on. So far, the only thing external is this. This is even going to be... Oh, actually, that's one thing. I haven't got a yard, have I? Yard. You can have an indoor yard. Minimum 5x5 and secure. Okay, well, we could do that. It's not a big drama if we were to... Yeah, build it like that way. Alright. Well... Just going to put in an extra room here. So, basically, looking at what we've done so far, I'm very aware that I've just made basically lots of squares and kicked it down the line for future me, who's a mug apparently, to deal with. We've got all of these rooms that we will utilise. The main thing I need to get down is where the prisoners are going to be, in here. Where they're going to eat, in here. Where the food's going to come from, here. Security, walls, treatment, staff only, and let's go with... This is death row. This is going to be a bit more of an interesting layout. Would it be rude to have the death row on this little like outcrop here? Would it be rude to do that? I think it'd be rude not to utilize the feature. Alright, so what I was going to do something like this. and have, because this is too large for death row. It is far too large. Very aware that that's going on here. This was going to be a staff only area. Like that. And that could be a security room. You have to go through security to get to death row. No, we can't get execution just yet. Okay. Well, as I said, sometimes with these builds, you often just stumble onto the design. I like the idea of that, and this is all like the staff only just patrols. And I've not bothered with cliff edges because they don't escape the death row inmates. So what do we need for death row? Well, we need stuff. We need food delivered to them. I can have something over here to come this way. I need a place for them to be. So walls, and I guess I could have quite an oversized set of cells here, and they are definitely oversized. Yeah, why am I building them like that? It's pointless. It's going to be a 4x7, is it? 4x7. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. And yeah, that's just too large. It's too large. It's pointless. It's pointless. But I don't want over there. I don't want any other type of inmate. What I would have liked the game to have done is give me a bit more space here and shrunk this down so we still have that section. But I still want to run with this. Okay. So, question mark. Don't know what I'm going to do with that one. Yeah. I'm going to have a think on this one. That's been a bit of prison architect. Let's have a quick check of the rooms. Cells, no. Holding cells, no. I'll come back to those, obviously. Canteens, yes. Kitchens, yes. Showers, no. It's going to be internal, is it? If not, I can dump it up to, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other rooms. Okay. Yard, no. Let's put it in one of these rooms. Storage, deliveries, garbage, all that's going to go over here. Offices, yes. Common rooms, yes. Visitation, yes. It's going to be in one of those extra rooms. We're down to 8 rooms now. Chapels, 7 rooms. Parole, that's going to go... parole's a 5x5, so we can't have it down here. It's going to have to be one of these. Actually, it'll probably be both of these. If they can go through... Can they do parole? I think they can. Reception, yes. Padded cells, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I miscounted before. I know. I went 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. No, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24, 36. We're over 50. All right, okay, fine. Padded holding cells. We haven't got one, but one of these extra rooms can have that. Down to 6 rooms now. Solitary. I'll just plonk it around here somewhere. Gym, 5 rooms. Meeting room, 4 rooms. Training, no. Restaurant, bakery, all of that, no. Shop, mailroom, classroom. Down to about 2 rooms now. Library, 1. Yeah, it'll fit in. Okay. And I think we will leave it there. That's been a bit of prison architect. We have done a bit of planning, and this is going to be different. The design is different. It's not a... It's a decision that's been taken. I wanted it to be different. It's more organic in terms of its look. I'm happy with the provision of staff-only areas, happy with what we've got down here, although I'll ask myself that question when we actually get into getting inmates. It's the death row bit that's the problem. It's far too oversized. In the previous series, we had 6 death row cells, and we managed to fill, after several in-game days of it just running, 3 of them. And that's when we got like the likelihood of clemency down to 1 and 2%. Other death row inmates have come and then they've been put onto life in prison rather than, like say, death row. So having the 4 is more than sufficient. Having 8 is completely overdoing it. But then what's the rest of the space for? Let me know what you think. We don't have to use it, technically. We don't have to do anything with this space. We could just have it quite large and, you know, I don't know, make a little feature of it. There's no reason why we can't. But if there's any more practical choices, then I'd like to hear them. And with that, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.